here's a guide to figuring them all out. If you're a die-hard fan of that 70s show, you've probably seen its sequel that takes place 15 years after the events of the original series. It focuses on the tricky lives of teenagers who spend the summer of 1995 in Point Place, Wisconsin. However, we bet you can lose track of who is who on that 90s show, as the kids' parents are recurring characters here or even just guest stars. So it's easy to get confused with the new generation of the leads. Leia, Callie Haverda. First up is the show's main engine, who comes to her grandparents' place and bonds with other teenagers in the town. You may clearly recall that Leia is the daughter of Eric Foreman and Donna Pinciotti, who made small appearances in the first season. Jay, Mace Coronel, it's also quite obvious, as Jay is very much like his parents and is none other than Michael Kelso and Jackie Burkhart's son, for whom Leia falls heavily. Luckily, we see our favorite OG leads in one episode of that 90s show. We miss you, Mila and Ashton. Gwen, Ashley Afterhide. The riot badass turns out to be Sherry Runk's daughter, who also lives next door to Leia's grandparents, Red and Kitty. We don't know who Gwen's father is, but there are some hints that he's a trucker who walked out on Sherry once, as she admits herself during one of her lasting appearances on the show. Nate, Maxwell Assey Donovan, Jay's best friend and the goofy soccer fan, Nate is Gwen's half-brother. His mother Sherry claims that his father is a former baseball player who now lives in Japan, but that seems to be a fairy tale to reassure Nate, doesn't it? Ozzy, Rain Doy. The local computer whiz has some sort of parental relationship with Kitty, but in fact we don't meet his parents throughout the show. They're only mentioned when the boy is planning to come out to them, but their identities are still a mystery. Nikki, Sam Morelos, the parents of Nate's smart girlfriend also don't make an appearance in the series. However, it'd be curious to see who managed to raise such a charming and aspiring young woman like Nikki, so let's hope we'll see her parents later in the show.